Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be a weekly reading for Scorpio for the dates of July the 22nd through July the 29th. Scorpio family members, the spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide, and so with your kind permission, may I begin a look at and an interpretation of the sacred tarot for you for this time period. Scorpio family members, some of you are involved in some spiritual work, and this is work that has to do with affirmations and has to do with visualization. Some of you are building something. Some of you are building something. And when I say building something, I'm talking about some of you are building the pieces of your life. Like some of you are thinking about a car and a house, an apartment, and a space, and school. And so you're building the pieces this week. And as you move through this week, I want you to be encouraged to know that the Spirit is working with you. And the things that you are visualizing and the things that you are planning and talking about and the things that you keep you keep plugging, like you keep looking at something, you keep checking on something. It's going to happen for you. I just want you to know that. So this week is significant in the way of encouraging you to continue that type of work, okay? All right, very well. This is an interesting message for you this week, and this may not necessarily resonate with everybody. I know that already. But I do want to encourage you this week because this week could be a week of challenges for some of you. This could be a week of challenges. So sometimes, as I'm talking about you building, you're going through a 7-day cycle and things may look a little twisted, and you say things don't look as if they're working out. Things don't look as if they're clicking like they're supposed to, but they will. You just hang in there and don't pay any attention to the surface. You keep working beneath the surface, okay? Some of you are involved in a love relationship and you want more than that. Some of you are involved in like an intimacy type of thing and you want more. And those of you that want more and want different, you can have more and you can have different. You just have to know what you want. Some of you are dealing with a very strong energy as far as you got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of, you're trying to work out some details. You're wondering, as I said a few moments ago, why things aren't just falling out like a red carpet in front of you. Well, it doesn't always work that way. And some of you may be experiencing some challenges with regard to a relationship. It doesn't mean the relationship is not going to work out. It just means that this week might be a week where you just have to keep plugging and you may have to allow each other some space. You may have to allow each other a little bit of time, right? Because things may not flow smoothly in that department this week, but it does not mean that it's over. For that kind of a message, you would have to come in for a private reading. I wouldn't put that out there in the public and say that your relationship is going to end. I am telling you that you might experience some challenges. As you get into the middle of the week, definitely your partner is feeling more connected to you. Your partner wants to connect with you. Your partner wants to be intimate with you. There's a need and a desire for your partner to take up more of your time, and you may not really be ready for that this week. You may be in one of those mood type of things. So it's okay. Just accept that about yourself. What I do want to tell you though is that this week I want you to monitor and be mindful of quick irrational, impulsive responses to things. I don't want you to find yourself in a situation where somebody has ticked you off and you're responding quickly. I don't want you to do that. There's this quick moving energy and it's a negative way. It's sort of like leaning more towards something that is not smiley and cheesy. It's an energy where some quick energy is going to happen, particularly in the middle of the week. Somebody's going to tick you off and I want you to just be ready for it. Listen to this reading a few times. Be ready for it, okay? You will have a decision that you have to make, and some of you might be thinking about redefining your relationship. I'll leave it there. But there's a decision that you're going to have to make this week, and the decision has a lot to do with your moving forward, particularly as you get to the weekend. It's the idea of you coming out and trying some new things and some new places. You might be introduced to a new circle of friends too. And so be aware of that, be open to that if that's what you're interested in. Just be aware that you're going to be making a decision this week, particularly as you get close to the weekend. I don't want you to rush. I want you to think it through. You're very intuitive, actually, and because you are intuitive, you're already feeling some of these things. Now, this reading does not, I can tell you right now that this reading is not for every Scorpio. It will not be, okay? Because it just isn't. This is a special reading that's really going out to some Scorpios. So those of you that this does not resonate with, that's okay. Just glean from it what you can. But this definitely has some power in it as far as decisions making, particularly as you get to the weekend. And this is a time when you will be coming out of your comfort zone. It's a time for new. Not a good time for contracts and leases. Not a good time for you to sign a lease on a car or a contract or an apartment or something like that. Just hold off on that for another week or two, maybe 3 or 4 days, okay? Scorpio, I'm going to stop there. You keep on building that which you want. Those of you that heard something that resonated, you'd like to come in for a private consult, you're welcome to reach out to me during this week. I do have some openings. And those of you that are new subscribers, I am offering a special discounted rate as far as your donation for private consultations, okay? Scorpio, I would love to talk to you, and I'm sure that this message, there is something in here. There is definitely that idea of decision making. There's definitely that idea of watching that impulsive energy. Watch those arguments. Be aware of them. They're on the horizon, okay? All right, but you don't have to accept it, okay? You can work with that and you can be prepared for it. You can just bring it to a peaceful place. Stay blessed, Scorpio. Talk to you soon.